I don't know how my signal is. Okay, I always forget to put my phone on. What do you call it? Let me do that right quick. Sorry about that, y'all. Alright, so everybody. Alright, so hey, this is your girl Kim Q of dailyqtips.com coming to you out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I just wanted to jump on right quick. Had to talk to y'all right quickly, even those that will watch the replay. I wanted to talk to you about how you should inspire and not motivate. I'm not big on motivation. I'm just not. If you've ever worked with me before, you know that. Like, I'm not the motivation girl. They have YouTube videos for that. They have ET for that. I'm sorry, but that's just not my deal. So what's the difference? Because a lot of people get confused with the difference, and hopefully you guys can hear me over my air conditioning. All right, so motivation, right? M-O, the first two letters are just like move. You are actually trying to move somebody to do something. It's like an external force trying to get somebody to do something. What's going on, Oksana? All right, motivation is kind of sort of easy, but it's temporary. It is the reason why, well, it is easy. Okay, you can motivate somebody by saying something, but it's so extremely temporary that the easy part of it does not compensate for the hard part of it, which is you have to keep motivating them. So you will know that you're motivating someone when you're on the phone with them. You can be on the phone with them for like an hour. And then at the end of that hour, they'll feel good, right? And then you hang up the phone. Do y'all know that same person that you just brought up, as soon as you hang up the phone, they're down again? And so they might call you back and be like, one more thing. Well, and you're like, no, I just spent an hour with you. And if they don't call you back, then they're going to call somebody else back. They constantly need to be motivated, right? Hey, what's going on, Kevin? But that's the reason why people like motivation, because it's so easy. Like all these Facebook philosophers that you see, people, they go grab Insta quotes and they get quotes off of other people. Now I post quotes too, don't get me wrong. But if all you're doing is posting quotes, you're attempting to motivate people. And like I said, you might post something and someone go, But the minute they're not on your page, like past that, they're no longer motivated. And so that's why I'm not really an advocate of motivation. I don't like motivation. If ever someone tells me they need me to motivate them, to me that's like a super huge red flag. I absolutely abhor it. Conversely though, guys, inspiration. Now I like inspiration. I like some inspiration, all right? So the difference between motivation and inspiration is inspire. That's something that comes from the inside. So if you plant a seed inside someone and you know it'll create a fire, and if you can fan those flames, then it will last so much longer than motivation. And how you inspire someone, it's not so much you pushing on them as it is you going out and doing the action and them seeing it, and like I said, it sparks something in them that you can then fan the flames and make it last so much longer. So for example, you can also inspire people by putting them into activity mode. So it's not so much talking, I feel like, where motivation is. This is why a lot of motivational speakers, what y'all call motivational speakers, this is why they don't like to be called motivational speakers, because they know motivation is oh so temporary, right? So like last night, if y'all saw the Compounds Cruise launch call with Ashley DeBoss DuBose doing the launch call, I just closed it out, right? But she actually did. It was her first time. She knocked it. Well, that's not how a ball sounds going out the park. I can't do it. I don't know. I can't do that deep sound. I need to practice that. But she knocked it out of the park, right? I was so super duper uber proud. And I just had to close it out. Now, Ashley doing that actually inspired some other people on the team to say, hey, you know what, Kim Q, I'm ready to step up and actually do a launch call myself. I need to get my practice on. I need to be able to run through this whole entire thing from beginning to end in less than about 30-20 minutes, because they saw their colleague doing it. You see what I mean? So I can tell somebody, hey, you need to do a launch call. You can do it. I believe in you. Go. That's motivation. But for me to go ahead and say, hey, who's going to step up to the plate, and for Ashley to step up and to actually do it, now they see something outside of them, right? That plants a seed inside of them. That's totally different. So I'm telling you guys, just, oh my gosh, if you have a team member that is asking you to motivate them, Do not do it. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for that trap. You can create a motivation playlist. And if they need motivation, they can go to that playlist whenever they need it, because for some people, they do have to be motivated so much before they're ever inspired. But inspiration is really the area that you want to be in. That's where you start to see momentum. That's where you start to see activity. And that's why a lot of people kind of sort of shy away from inspiration, and they just lean on motivation, because motivation is so much easier to give and receive, but that's why it's so much more temporary. What's going on, Martha Hernandez? Hey, thank you for joining. And inspiration, that's where you actually got to put in the elbow grease yourself. You got to lead by example. You have to be the one doing the doggone thing. And often when you're doing the doggone thing and other people see you doing it, that's when they'll say, I think I want to do that too. Or, wow, look at the result. Okay, so if I want that same result, then I need to do the same activity. That's the mode you want to be in. That's the mode that you want your team in. And I'm telling you, once you really get that, once you really understand it and utilize it to your advantage, that's when you're going to see things start to pop off, start to duplicate like you want. That's when you're going to see growth. That's where you're going to see, oh gosh, everything that it is you say you want, it can be found by you inspiring or finding somebody to inspire your team members. Okay? So inspiration is where you guys want to be, not motivation. Please don't make the mistake of confusing the two, because although they sound the same, although they kind of rhyme, they are two totally different things. And if you are seeking to be a motivator, it is a tiresome job. And you will find that you are strictly motivating people who never really want to do anything for the most part. But if you seek to inspire, you'll start inspiring activity takers. And that's where, like I said, everything you want is on the other side of activity. So guys, that's all I have for you right now. I have to go run some errands. Just wanted to hop on right quick and give this little tidbit. Thank you to everybody that joined, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.